Hi everybody, this is Dawson. I'm back with another movie review for you today. And welcome to my 31 Days of Halloween. Yes, I love this time of year. Mainly because I get to watch horror movies all month. And so, I figured the only way to start off this 31 Days of Halloween, not horror, is to start off with a movie franchise that I've never seen before. So this is going to be fun. So we are going to kick off 31 Days of Halloween with the Resident Evil movies. And we're going to start with the very first one from 2002. Can't believe it. Directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, Milla Jovovich's husband, and the film stars Milla Jovovich, Michelle Rodriguez, Colin Salmon, and Eric Mullis. Probably butchered that name. And so this is the first in the Resident Evil movies. This is, of course, based on the popular games, which I've never played. So if you've played the Resident Evil games or if you've seen these movies, let me know what your thoughts on them are. But this is my first introduction into the Resident Evil movies. I know they have very similar things with the games. So the basic plot of Resident Evil is we basically follow Alice, played by Milla Jovovich, and a band of Umbrella Corporation people who are commandos who attempt to contain the outbreak of the T virus in a secret facility. And basically, this T virus turns everybody into zombies. And so it's a race to basically contain the T virus from this secret corporation facility to basically stop the T virus from turning people into zombies. To basically stop the outbreak of the T virus. And that's pretty much what you have going on in Resident Evil. So, Resident Evil. Like I said, I've never seen these movies. I've never played the games. People tell me the games are way better than the movies. Most of them are. And, I'm going to have to agree with what a lot of people say about the Resident Evil movies. They're god-awful. Boy, oh boy, where do I start with this movie? I can agree with what a lot of people are saying about these movies, particularly the first one. And that this movie is not good. I think I can understand why a lot of people don't like these movies. And that has to do with the action, which we're going to get into in a second. But boy, oh boy, I can see why people don't like these movies, and it's because of the action. Oh boy. There's a lot of slow motion action, and it's not good. Now, I have heard in Resident Evil Afterlife, or Extinction, or Apocalypse, which is the second one, I've heard the action scenes get even worse, and as the movies go along, they get worse. So, I'm in for it. Now, obviously the first Resident Evil movie borrows elements from the first Resident Evil game and the second Resident Evil game. And some of the stuff in this movie, if you've played the games, you will probably understand these the elements. But yeah, so this is going to be a hard movie to review because I don't think I have any positives with this movie whatsoever. Well, I do have a few positives. There are a few things in this movie that I did enjoy, that I did find entertaining. Then there's some that's not entertaining, but we'll get to that in a second. First of all, the cast of this movie, they're great. They're good. They're not great, but they're good. They're good. They give it their all. Of course, you have Milla Jovovich, who is Paul W.S. Anderson's wife. He pretty much casts her in every movie that he directs, apparently. Kind of like how Rob Zombie puts his wife in all the movies he directs. But she plays Alice in this movie. She's basically the lead. And she's good. Milla Jovovich, she's okay. She does great in the action scenes. We'll get to the action scenes in a second, don't worry. She does great in the action scenes. Well, she does good in the action scenes. I do like her character. I do like Alice. And I can't wait to see where she goes in her adventure throughout these movies. Oh, and by the way, there's 6. There are 7 movies to this series. But I think I'm only going to review up to the final chapter. And then maybe later on down the line, I'll review Welcome to Raccoon City, which is, of course, the reboot of the Resident Evil movies. So, but for now, I'm just going to review the 6 movies that are in this. So yeah, I'm only going to review up to Resident Evil, the final chapter. And then maybe next year, I'll review Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. So you only get the main 6 movies in this series that I'm going to review. As far as the other cast goes, Michelle Rodriguez as Rain. That's kind of a funny name. She's fine. She's good. I didn't mind her. I thought she was great. Or good. James Porfor as Spencer Parks. He's kind of my favorite character. He doesn't last that long. But for the time we do spend with him, he's good. He's fine. Martin Cruz as Chad Kaplan. He's good. Eric Malabis as Matthew Addison. He's very good. Jason Isaacs as the unnamed doctor / the narrator of this movie. He's good. The movie looks beautiful. It looks great. The movie looks beautiful. Hold on. The movie looks beautiful. I love the look of the facility. Again, I don't know anything about the games, so if I say anything wrong about the games, please don't get mad at me. This is my first time being introduced to the Resident Evil movies. So, anyway. So if I get something wrong about the games, please don't get mad at me. I don't know anything about the games, so if I get something wrong, just don't get mad at me. But anyway. Anyway. Okay. that's kind of it for my positives. Oh, one more positive I will say. Paul W.S. Anderson, he does great directing. I think the writing of this movie is good. It's decent. I think that's all the positives I have with this movie. Now we can get into the negatives. So, like I said, the main negative with this movie, and pretty much with all the movies, the action scenes in these movies. I will say I did enjoy some of the action scenes in this movie. I think in Resident Evil Afterlife, that's when we get to all the slow motion action. So for this movie, I don't think there's any slow motion action. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, the action in this movie is okay. There are some good action scenes in it. There's some pretty creative kills from the zombies. Yeah, some of the kills in this movie are okay. There's some pretty gory stuff in this movie. So if you're a big fan of blood and gore, you're going to enjoy this movie. You're going to have fun with this movie if you like blood and gore and all that. Is there any other negatives that I have? Some of the script in this movie feels off a little bit. But that's not a problem. But anyway, Resident Evil, the first one, I do have to agree with what a lot of people are saying, is that this movie is just, it's not good. Like I said, there are some parts in this movie that I did enjoy, but, I mean, overall, it just didn't win for me. And I'm pretty sure none of the other ones are going to win for me, so, but we'll see. I'm not going to judge already. I've only seen the first one. Anyway. Yeah, but, anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about Resident Evil, the first one. So, I guess on a scale of 1 to 4 stars, I'm gonna have to give Resident Evil a 1 out of 4 stars. So, 1 out of 4 stars for Resident Evil. I mean, I did enjoy some of the stuff that was in it, but, I mean, the action, the script, some of the shots just didn't really work, but anyway. And that's my review of Resident Evil. So next time on Resident Evil Movie Review, I will be back to talk about the second Resident Evil movie, Resident Evil Apocalypse. And stay tuned here in a little bit. I'm going to be doing the first Terrifier movie, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, I'm Dawson. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And I'll see you next time with another movie review. Have a good one.